At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. During this interview, detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear in her shirt. Detectives also noted that she had $107 cash in her right sock. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to her disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case.
This is where they're going to get into, she did it on purpose. She planned this. I'd like to know what you guys think she was doing, but she wasn't kidnapped.
July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "You have to pay for an Amber Alert," was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "How to take money from a register without being caught," was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "Birmingham Bus Station" was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers. What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case. Thank you very much.
So he said there is no kidnappers. There's no threat to public safety related to this case. Her phone tells the story. Why do people do stupid stuff like that? I mean, I'm assuming, right? Because she's from where I'm from. She's from right here. Like, we're 30, 35 minutes apart. How does she not reconcile that people can search her phone and figure out what she was up to? I don't think she ever thought that this would get as big as it did. I mean, obviously, she was trying to get away for a few days. Why? They know, based off of the information that let them know what she was up to, that was personal and they weren't going to share it, right? What does that tell you? That tells you that there was another man, another woman, something, maybe both, who knows? But she was running off with somebody else, and she staged all of this and the 911 call and the fake baby to get a weekend away? Really? Maybe she wanted to disappear forever and then saw it made national news. Who knows? But I wish I could understand what goes through people's heads. If you're going to be a missing person, you're going to make the news. If you stage a situation, like if you want to be a missing person, just go missing where there's no reason for people to be worried or concerned except for the fact that you're not where you're supposed to be. Don't stage a 911 call, a toddler on the side of the road, leave your car, phone, keys, everything. That's just stupid. It's stupid. I don't think that her boyfriend was in on it. I think that there was somebody else. Maybe it has to be that it was somebody else and that she was like running off from her boyfriend or from someone in her family, right? Because it's personal issues.
There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time.
I think if she was searching GoFundMe scams and whatnot, I feel like that wouldn't be personal issues to see what she was up to. right? Like, they would share that. It's gonna be some, oh, well, she was having an affair, she was girls' night without her boyfriend knowing, something stupid that she went through a whole lot of trouble, but got the entire world watching, and now she's got to stumble back into the house on Saturday night and pretend to be kidnapped and have no explanation of where the baby went. But no physical signs of anything and no sexual signs of anything from anybody. I mean, this is good news, I guess. I think that she should face some consequences if it turns out to be the case, which it really seems like it is, right? But at least there's no kidnappers running around snatching people off the side of the road using little toddlers as bait. Because everybody's going to stop for the toddler, right? In 2 days, 48 hours of her being gone, her plan backfired so hard that by the time she decided to come back, the whole world was watching. The worst way you could get caught cheating, with the whole world just watching. I don't know. That's hilarious to me. Any charges against her?
Right now, our focus is to determine those 49 hours, so the investigation continues. So to be perfectly honest with you, that hasn't even entered our mind or been discussed.
One more question. Is it surprising to you that the family has not been cooperative in returning to be questioned?
Well, I think the family stated to us that they didn't think that in her mental state right now, because of trauma of the incident, that she's not ready to talk, is what we've been told.
Correct, sir. Yeah. Question for Chief. You stated that the abductor had orange hair. Was this abductor black male? Was it female? Black female? White female?
I believe it's a white male. Am I correct by saying that? Was it ever? Yeah, white male.
Remember, it's a white male that the police don't believe exists, though.
Alleged abductor yet on loose in the Hoover area.
Don't believe so.
Has a toxicology report been done, and were any drugs or...
A toxicology report been done?
We have no report of that.
Is any
No.
indication of mental illness in this case?
Not that I'm aware of.
No mental illness.
There's been a concern in the community that if this turned out not to be a true story, that the next time a young woman of color was missing, that it might not be taken seriously. How would you respond to that?
I'd respond to say that we investigate every crime to the fullest, just like we have this one.
Was she traveling with anyone? Excuse me, was she traveling with anyone since the time she disappeared, to your knowledge?
And not to my knowledge.
Chief, I know you said you weren't able to verify a lot of aspects of the story. Where do you think she went, and how would you characterize what happened to her?
You know, that's the $100 question. You know, we pretty much know exactly what took place from the time she left work until she got on the 911 call, and we can see getting out of the car on the interstate from that footage. And after that, I think she only knows. We don't know.
Well, one quick follow-up. Her parents. Did you speak with Carlee's parents, and why do you think it is they were so adamant that there was an abductor?
Yeah, I think parents are believing what their daughter's saying, and we've had a very good rapport with the parents, met with them on several occasions. I've talked to them today.
The parents have to support the girl to begin with, right? They have to agree and be concerned and obey her wishes of not speaking to begin with, right? But then once they find out that it's all BS, or is she like lying to them, where they may even know they're being lied to, but she won't admit it even to them? I don't know about how I feel with the parents of this. I don't know, I feel like they really don't have much of an option but to have her back in the beginning of this. And if the police prove that she wasn't abducted, but you can't take the chance of not having your child's back in case something really did happen, right? Even though it's pretty obvious it didn't, and the police don't believe it did. They're just trying to figure out what happened in the 48 hours, 49 hours. They're saying right here that there is no further investigation into the people she's describing and what she's saying.